Internet Explorer is a huge part of the kind of consumer digital experience. Internet Explorer being, one of the longest standing, largest adopted browsers in the marketplace today.
Right.
So when customers are going to market and they're thinking about how are we going to reach our customers through new experiences, whether that's through the browser, through the phone, whether that's through entertainment devices, gaming, all that stuff, Internet Explorer is a key channel.
Yeah.
Now what we've seen over the last couple of versions is significant new features in terms of the user experience, and you mentioned Web Slice.
Yes.
So Web Slice is one of the new industry standard type of experiences that browsers can render, and Internet Explorer has these built in.
Right.
And so what the Web Slice brings is kind of a private or one-to-one marketing opportunity for enterprises.
Mm-hmm.
So today, you think of you have to navigate out to a website and you interact with a brand.
Right.
Well, now that brand can create a web slice, which is kind of like a specialized version of that page where you can have persistent and dynamic content,
Mm-hmm.
and you can pin that to your kind of Explorer toolbar. So instead of always having to go back potentially and always navigate to the site,
Mm-hmm.
enter my personal identity information, all of that stuff to get back to my experience,
Right.
that experience comes to me and it exists in my web slice.
Ah. And there's some kind of notification, isn't there, when there's new content?
Yeah, that's right. So in a sense, it's a direct channel to me. Now, based on the design of the web slice, it can be as rich and as personalized as the architecture wants to make it.
Sure.
But if you take that scenario, it's very much a direct channel to me. I've probably already signed in and subscribed to it. It's showing my personalized, customized information, being shown notifications as data changes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a game changer. So once again, it's not about having to go somewhere to interact with your relationship. It's about going to your customer and being where they're at.
Wow. Yeah. Great. And then also two other things, that whole accelerator and search provider elements that are currently in Internet Explorer.
Yep, so these are additional features very similar to the web slice, where it's about potentially taking an existing web property and enriching the experience.
Mm-hmm.
So the accelerators are about having this ability to be surfing over links, and instead of always having to nav off page or go somewhere else or be redirected,
Mm-hmm.
you can bring live and dynamic content directly to the current page and experience you're having. So as your
Okay.
mouse is highlighting over content or links, you can be giving these kind of popovers with relative and contextual information about what they're looking at.
Nice.
Now,
Nice.
you mentioned the search provider.
Right.
The search provider is a really unique offering and very powerful. Today in Internet Explorer, you have the built-in Bing search engine.
Yes.
So at any moment, you can just pop up to the Bing bar and you can type in a search and be taken to the rich Bing experience.
Mm-hmm.
What that means for companies, though, is that they can build their own custom search provider.
Mm-hmm.
So like, let's say you're in travel or hospitality space. You could build a search provider about your domain expertise.
Sure.
So I could pop up to that Bing bar, I could pick my travel and hospitality search provider,
Mm-hmm.
and get direct information about flights or hotels.
Wow.
And it'd be the same thing in any vertical. I could go up there and have retail search providers, I could have financial services search providers, educational search providers, scientific search providers.
Sure.
So it's really a way to take your domain expertise in the world
Yes.
and totally bring your domain expertise to the world of search.
Nice.